Hi, Danielle Fowler here, my child Dennis. Um, I'm gonna switch up things a little bit because I want to redirect. Let's redirect some stuff right now because a lot of us or those involved are kind of focused on oh, I look delusional, I look crazy, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you have my parents and their legions of followers or legions of people who are like, oh, yeah, let's help you try and institutionalize, medicate, whatever they think. And they still are at it, but they're trying to do it very stealthily because they know I am not taking this lightly, and they know they're wrong and they're lying to get what they want. They're literally lying and sniding and using other people, including my in-laws and maybe Rain, to do this. But as I'm once they have not, because here's the thing, they know anything that seemed triggering, they're ready to jump. But then after a while, when I finally, tell the full story, because you have to let me tell the story, you realize, oh, okay, she seems okay. Which means you're panicking and jumping to conclusion instead of trying to understand. That's my parents. And I know their intention is not to help, but to, what's the word? Push a diagnosis because they don't want to believe it's God. And even the fact that I have the evidence and more that is coming, as well as proof that I'm not bipolar or any mental illness, just going through a hard time. They already had that proof in Canada when I was in a worse situation that I'm in. They're still persistently believing and pushing as if I do. That in of itself knows that even if I was to do an evaluation on their terms, it's not going to end with just the truth, because they're going to keep pushing till they get someone to do exactly what they want. That's beside the point. The reason why I am here is to see if I can redirect that. The approach they started with this attacking me and everything, understand in their mind they're coming from care, concern, and they want the best for me. Can we redirect that, please, to care and concern for other people? I am great. I am good. Someone mentioned earlier today that who knows what this person so and so is doing. They could be living on the street, eating out of garbage, etc., etc. I was living in my car and I never once had to go towards eating out of a garbage bin or going dumpster diving trying to find anything good to eat. I always had a meal available unless it was a request for me to fast or I had to go a couple hours without food. But afterwards, I got food and I got shelter. I got more than actually I'm pretty blessed based on the situation, not working, not able, and choosing not to, because I'm not even going to go into details. The point is, I was not mentally ill then, and I was taking care of myself the best I can in that situation, and I'm not mentally ill. Now I'm in a better situation. My parents are still pushing with church members. Here's the thing. I'm going to implore the church members. You have now tainted the church. At least the Adventist Church, the existing church. And I'm not just talking one. I'm talking more than one. I'm sure more than one. Churches have members that are participating. That's why even the Holy Spirit, as much as I want to show up at one of the church, don't show up, because even going there will alter the quality of life I will have. So anyways, can we change that narrative? And I'm imploring, and this is for this situation. Why? I am dealing with so much. I have this whole waiting on God promises, dealing with the promises themselves. Being called, God saying I'm married and I must act like it, and so on, with a husband that doesn't. Let's put the details somewhere else, because this is not about that. And everything that has to do with that, including the attacks, whether it's from people on the internet or those who got themselves involved or could have removed themselves, but chose to stay until I have to ask them to leave, or I text from my parents and more, or just the stress of it all, then, because I'm a person, I can't see something and I can't help, and I choose not, and I choose to walk or turn my eyes. I'm also helping the best I can, because I am, God call me blessed, as well as I may not have literally money in my, well, actually, God even provided money through my in-law. I like went there and left with money. Now no money. And so I only have a fear to go into the town, and I can withdraw the cash if God allow me now to take out the funds that I have in my account. But as I said, throughout the time, no money, but I've had food and more that I can, with the little I have, provide for another child who may just need it. And it's not just that they need far more, but I can provide it, so I provide it. The thing is, there is a situation. I do not want to go in details. I don't want to put anybody in problems, because they're trying their best, and I'm hearing it over and over, and I'm trying to do my best. However, I am limited because, one, sometimes I'm by myself. Two, this is a big responsibility. Three, I don't have the resources to be able to do the best I can. But some of these people that are attacking me have the resources, have the desire to take care of a child and more, and can provide the space to change life and break curses in these children's lives. So that's what this video is about. So I came to the decision to make this video directed to that because of what transpired today, and realizing my limitations and knowing what I can and cannot do, especially by myself. So I've already declared this on Twitter that personally, children raising, I think I can manage to a point by myself, but there are certain things I cannot do by myself, and one of that is vomit. So a couple of children, because there's a couple that just like coming by me, they like my energy, how I talk to them, how I deal with them, as well as I help them with their homework and so on and so forth. But then there's one that I'm kind of sort of responsible-ish for, in the sense that there's no official anything, and I'm just doing it out of what I can do and being in the community and seeing something I can help. However, I've been informed and noticed that there is a bit of a situation that needs help. So a couple of the children, because of something they ate, I figured it out, did an investigation, figure out what it is, and got sick and threw up. I know how to deal with a tummy ache and so on, but the throwing up part, and if I didn't have someone, thank God there was someone here. Someone was here to be able to and was willing, because someone can be here and not be willing. Someone else was willing to take care of it. After the child vomit, I literally had to leave and end up still vomiting. That's my response to these things. Yes, I can manage a child's puke, a baby's puke on my clothes and more. That's light. But after a certain age, no, that's why I can't be a doctor or a nurse. I've already come to that conclusion. But yeah, poo I can deal with to a point. Well, yeah, I can deal with the smell, maybe really strong, but I can deal with that and all that stuff. But vomit, no. So I realized my limitations. Also reminded me that raising a child by myself is not the goal. But then God said I already am married, so it's just a matter of making that work, and it's not me by myself, still in the marriage. Anyways, I bring this up to say the church has so many people who have the resources, the capability, time, and people who are willing to care for children, who want to care for children, have the resources that they don't have to be looking to the parents that are struggling themselves, the parents that may lack the capability to raise a child themselves, or whatever it may be able to can provide a better opportunity for children in general that need it. There's a situation. I've been informed, noticed, and I really would like to help if I can. But what I can do is still so small compared to what needs to be done. I'm imploring those, not my parents, do not contact me. My parents, that's definite. Do not contact me. You already don't contact me, so do not lie to others, telling them that you're calling me and you're not going to. You never actually did. My mother may have messaged me indirectly to email something, but let's be clear. But others who are involved with them, can we redirect that? Can we redirect this whole caring and want the best for Daniel and worried? No, you're not. Let's redirect this and actually act like Christ would. Stop the lying, stop the foolishness. You have the resources. You claim to care. Let's redirect them to children who actually need it. I'm a grown adult that chose my path. Let's look at it this way. I'm a grown adult that chose the life I choose and the path, and I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting myself. And I'm taking care of myself and other children. So, anyways, as I was saying, and someone might be like, what about the girl? Let's be clear. I brought this to her long before God said I was married, and I brought it to her. This is not about hurting her. She already knows the situation. This is not brand new. She chose to continue this pathway, and I chose to let her walk away if she wants the easy route. So let's read back to what the church or church members that are viewing this can do. Contact me. We're trying to do this outside of getting anyone in problems because these individuals are trying their best, but there's this distinct amount of children that need some help. And I'm willing to talk and see if we can talk to the parents to see if they're willing to work with that situation to see if we can provide better for these children. Because it doesn't mean that what I do through this actually change anything because, everybody's attitude and so on. But I'm trying. I see something that needs help, trying, and they don't seem to be against taking help. They just have a lack of that. They need the help, but don't have it. They do. And everybody around want to help, but don't have the resources to. Or the time, or capability, or mindset. The church supposed to. If they're supposed to be acting like Christ, supposed to. And let's change the narrative that you already been putting out there with the Adventist Church. Let's focus on the Adventist Church right now, especially the ones involved with this situation. Let's change that. But here's the thing. This is a warning. I opened the door for change to help someone else. If you take this door opening as an opportunity to continue to attack me, that's on you and what you're making the church look like. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I'm still not claiming to be Adventist. The arrogance, no. But as I said, there's a situation. You have the resources, the time, the capability, mindset, and want to help children. These are the things. And want to help, contact me. I'm more than willing to talk. More than willing to show you and open the door and see if I can talk to who are here, and if they're willing. I talked to someone else. They said it seemed like a good idea. Didn't talk to the actual parents yet. But I can't bring something if I actually don't have anything. So if you're ready, I'm willing to talk.